Welcome back to Jackie Collins Presents Divorced Women. We're here at the Ritz-Carlton Huntington Hotel and Spa. Now, if you think splitting up in your neighborhood is a bad trip, well, you better pour yourself a stiff one. Because in our next chapter, you will be exposed to some of the nastiest breakup brawls in the history of Hollywood. Let's face it, a happy celebrity can be a boring celebrity. Does anyone really want to hear how Susie Superstar has it all? I don't think so.
I think it's really difficult for people that are at all in the public eye to get divorced or break up or have problems because it's aired in front of everyone.
It's difficult because there's a lot of anger at the beginning of a divorce, and things are said and mentioned and people react and say things they don't mean. And it's unfortunate, especially when it's in the public eye.
But in today's Hollywood, everything is a photo op, even divorce.
These things are orchestrated. They're orchestrated by public relations people. It's what will get the latest headline, what will get the latest picture in the magazine.
Celebrity divorce has a personal manager, has a booking agent, has an accountant, has an advisor, a spiritualist, and on and on and on.
So what's a heartbroken actress to do when her relationship goes south? Simple, go to the press. Which is exactly what Halle Berry did when she and Eric Benet split the sheets. A smart girl like Halle knows, if you want your story heard, you need to go to the diva of daytime talk, Oprah Winfrey.
Confessionals are all good as long as they're done in the right place. Doing a confessional on Oprah, it doesn't get any better. Oprah will make you feel better. She'll make the audience at home watching you feel better about you. So you will ultimately look like the star.
But don't forget, two can play that game. And before you could say Nielsen ratings, Eric was telling his story on ABC's Primetime Live.
Did you have an affair while you were married to Halle Berry?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Of course, in Hollywood, there is no such thing as bad publicity.
If you're going to go through a divorce, you might as well have it at the right, convenient, professional timing. Get divorced when your movie's about to come out.
In 1998, Kim Basinger was riding high with a beautiful child, a handsome husband, and an Academy Award for LA Confidential. But by 2002, Kim and Alec Baldwin's LA divorce was anything but confidential.
Kim Basinger and Alec Baldwin have aired their dirty laundry in the courtroom, and it's gotten real ugly.
It's not easy. It's not easy.
Indeed, this divorce was downright messy. At one point, it escalated into an ugly he said, she said. Things eventually got so bad, Alec and Kim didn't want to live in the same state together, despite the fact that they were both terrific parents to their daughter, Island.
Kim Basinger and Alec Baldwin had an especially nasty breakup because there was a daughter at stake.
Turns out that they really don't like each other. Alec could not call Kim Basinger's house. They had to put a phone line directly into their daughter's room because Kim didn't even want to pick up the phone to hand it to her daughter. That's how much Kim did not want to talk to Alec.
For two people this beautiful, it was not very pretty. While Kim and Alec were fighting it out in divorce court, Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee went to the court of public opinion. After a heated incident, the tabloids had a field day.
And the police were called, and Tommy was charged with domestic violence.
And after a very public courtroom drama, Tommy was sent to jail for 4 months. And after the end of their relationship, Pam still felt compelled to tell her side of the story.
There's drinking and not drinking, and because of one of those two reasons, I'm not there anymore.
What's good for her is good for him, right? So Tommy went ahead and took a few jabs of his own.
After having 2 children and being married for 3 years, I found out she was dating her old boyfriend while I was incarcerated. I was like, I can't believe this is happening to me.
Is it advantage Pam or advantage Tommy? It's like a tennis match more than a love affair.
Rest assured, the score was definitely not love.
I'd really like to turn the page and just co-parent our children together, and she's making that really difficult for me right now.
Kim Anderson and Tommy Lee have either A, a true rock and roll marriage, or B, a really, really bad relationship.
During Tom Arnold and Roseanne's bitter divorce, you might say they had a love-hate relationship. They both loved to say how much they hated each other.
My first wife, Roseanne, and it got a little crazy, especially towards the end, and It was a little odd.
After they divorced, Tom would go out in public and just trash Roseanne. Tom couldn't hold back. I mean, he would like call her the worst names and just denigrate her. I think it was really bitter, and to this day, they can't stand each other.
People ask me, who do I hate more, Hitler or Tom Arnold? And that's so hard for me because I'm Jewish. But I would have to say Tom Arnold.
Now, far be it from me to imply that every Hollywood breakup is a down and dirty brawl. In fact, there are a number of couples who make better exes than partners.
Look at Donald Trump. That should be the template for all divorces celebrities. He is great. If you watch him, he will never say a bad word about a former wife, no matter how they whack him with the press.
I have a nice relationship with Ivana, and I think she's very happy now, and I'm very happy now.
While the tabloids baited Tom and Nicole with speculations about what happened behind closed doors, these two smart superstars weren't fighting.
He says the best things about Nicole. Nicole says nice things about him. They were on the red carpet together after the divorce.
I think we're both just approaching it in a professional manner. In terms of as a producer and an actor in the film, we have to, continue through to fulfill our obligations, and that's an important part of what we do.
They continue to have almost an open marriage in terms of the friendliness there and the positive relationship there and the way that they manage their kids and their property.
When you're the biggest star in the world, you have to be cordial and nice.
I believe what's personal is personal, and what is work is work.
While Tom and Nicole have kept it low-key, Demi and Bruce have made it an out-and-out love fest.
I think it's cool when a couple can divorce and stay friends, but then it becomes weird. Like in the case of Demi and Bruce, they all hang out together with their respective new mates.
They show up to premieres and parties and events as this big, weird, extended family as first witness when Demi, Ashton Kutcher, her boyfriend, the 3 children, and Bruce went to the Charlie's Angels 2 premiere together.
You brought the whole family out tonight. That was important to you?
Yeah, it is. We always support everybody, whether it's volleyball or she's the mother of these children. So yeah, we all support our kids.
It seems like they get along a much better divorced than they did married. So, hey, you gotta just give them credit. They're doing what makes them happy.
I think it's great they all get along. Although I do have to admit, a good old-fashioned street brawl between Bruce and Ashton would really rev things up. But that's just me looking for another good story. Then you have those couples that remain so close, you almost wonder why they split to begin with. After their divorce, Alana Stewart and George Hamilton even did their own daytime talk show together.
My feeling on the show is that we have a different take by the very nature that we were married, divorced, right? And working back together again.
George and I were always best friends, and when we broke up, it was never an acrimonious divorce at all, because I think there's really kind of a deep and lasting love between us. He's very supportive of me, and I'm very supportive of him, and there are times when we want to kill each other, but we're family. That's what families are about.
I guess when push comes to shove, shooting for an amicable divorce seems awfully wise, huh, girls? And speaking of split-ups, the biggest divorce settlements of all time coming up next. And later, want to know how to execute the perfect showbiz separation? Stay tuned.